Hey Internet, Kura here from QQMore.net. Safestomps describe that you're finishing or stomping players using an ability or skill which will make it impossible to hinder or interrupt you. And by impossible, I mean 100% sure, right? Nah. Technically speaking, Safestomps never give you 100% chance to guarantee a stomp. You simply introduced another variable, and this can be countered. In this guide I will show you how to counter Safestomps and ruin your opponent's day. Let's jump right in with some examples. Furthermore, let's start with the biggie: invulnerability. Elixir S and Mist Form, for example, offer you a temporary form while allowing you to still be able to stomp. How would you counter this? You're immune to all damage and CC that might hinder you. Stealth. Even a short time stealth, maybe from a combo or Mesmer Elite, is enough to ruin a stomp. Remember that you will be revealed if you attack your target using your downstate skills. Stealth is actually overall a fantastic way to counter all sorts of Safestomps. Let's move on to another famous protagonist: stability. This boon makes you immune to CC, however, after all it's still a boon. If you're for example playing Mesmer or Necromancer, you can easily rip or even convert boons into conditions. Converting stability turns it automatically into fear, so therefore you don't have to land an additional CC after removing it. Also, this counts for people using Plagueform to stomp as well. Let's talk about port stomps. A port stomp describes the action of starting a stomp, teleporting away while still channeling, and then back once you reach the end of the cast. This is probably one of the trickiest things to counter, as the enemy can use this mechanic to reach very remote positions. However, there are still ways you can interrupt them. First, you can use skills like Reaper's Mark. It's a Necromancer skill which inflicts fear once you step on it. Therefore, since the enemy still needs to step back to your downed ally, you can simply place the ability over your friend. The second one is a bit trickier and requires some practice. Remember that the enemy still has to step back to the initial position of the downed ally. Therefore, he will have to appear right before he ends the stomp on a predictable area. You can use this tiny time frame to land a CC. A stomp roughly takes 3 seconds and can therefore be counted. Let's give it a try. 3, 2, 1, bang. Okay, so next one is invisibility. Although you can't see your foe, skills which can interrupt your enemy without the need of a target can still be used to hinder the stomp. Even if you can't spot a shadow refugee which will tell you the vague location of the enemy, you can predict that the enemy will most likely be around your downed friend due to the nature and range of stomps. Another way to secure stomps is to use blinds and blocks. Both of these only prevent one attack, some blocks may be more. This means that you can use an auto attack or the help of a teammate to clear this variable and land a CC afterwards. Here's a tricky one for all you Mesmers and Elementalists out there. Even though an Elementalist is in the down state, he can still enter a portal if he is in Vapor form. Let's wrap this up. Safestomps can be negated. If you're aware of your enemy's options, you can use your skills against them. Communicate with your team. Tell your teammates if you're going down and not only if you are dead already. If the members of your team know that you're under a heavy damage load and therefore require help immediately, they will more likely react to it more accurately. This is enormously helpful if your team plays with skills that are able to res allies, as these have a fairly high cast time. If your teammate knows that you are going down for sure in the near future, he or she can even cast the skill in advance to res you immediately. Be creative. I mentioned this in a Safestomp guide and will do this here as well. Got no Shadow Refugee off cooldown? Then maybe drop a blind field and ask your teammates to land a blast finisher. See this as an opportunity. These techniques aren't written in stone. Imagine a not so well coordinated enemy team which, for whatever reason, stomps with 5 people at the same time. If there is only one teammate which can utilize damage quickly, you can turn this Safestomp into a fatal decision. Multiple players standing on the same spot, not able to perform a dodge roll. What more do you want? There are a lot more ways to counter Safestomps. This is just a grid. A Safestomp simply introduces an additional variable to the event, which you can counter once you understand your class, your possibilities, and the principle of Safestomps. I've included a link in the description if you want to check out the video on how to Safestomp efficiently. Thanks for watching and good luck, have fun!